Hey everyone, welcome back to Maddie Games, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for when you are Beast or Survivor and Flee the Facility. We're obviously going to start off with the Beast tips because I feel like those are the ones that people need the most, because being Beast is one of the most hated things in Flee the Facility. Like, people hate being Beast a lot, so I feel like I could really help if I give you guys some tips on being Beast at first. So the first tip that I have for you is really one of the tips that I usually forget to use, but they do come in handy. When you enter a room, close the door behind you, because trust and believe, if you leave the door open behind you, unless there's a second door and there's not two people in that room, unless there's a second door you can go out of, or there's a window, do not close the door, because unless the window is like right beside the door, you're good. But if there's no window right beside the door, do not close it, because guess what? They're gonna close your face. They're gonna close the door in your face, and that means you are slowed down. So what I usually do is, when I enter a room and there's a person there, I close the door behind me, unless there's someone they can go. Close the door behind me, because guess what? If I close the door behind me, they cannot close the door in front of my face. They sit there trying to open up the door and trying to get away from me, which obviously gets me the chance to get a hit. So yeah, my second tip is do not camp. Honestly, it's really annoying, and unless you want to be slandered by the Flee the Facility community or people in your server, I just don't recommend camping, because it does get annoying and people eventually leave the game, and that means you will not have anyone to play with. My third tip is to try to use your runner, because I know a lot of people, like me, myself included, because I used to not know what runner was, but I know a lot of people don't know how to use their runner, and because of this, they actually actively miss out on hits they could get. Like, let's say there's no windows, no open doors for the survivor to go into, so they're just running down the hall, right? Or they're running around the room. You could use your runner, which for some people is Q, I believe. It's Q for me. Well, it's Q for computer, but mine's is like E, I think. Probably, yeah, mine's is E, I think. Hold on. No, it's Q. So it's Q for me, it's E for Beast, or maybe it's just Q for everyone all around. So Q. Click the Q, and it has to refresh before you can use it again, because it has to fully refresh. If it doesn't, you can't run. So I say only use your runner when you actually need to. But when you are chasing the people around, you gotta make sure you use your runner, because if you don't, you could actually lose some really good hits. And I've seen that happen when I'm Survivor. I will be running away from the Beast, and the Beast will not use runner at all. And maybe it's because they know they can't jump, but usually it's around rooms that either don't have windows or the door's closed, and all that stuff. So they can use their runner without having to jump or something like that. So I just say use your runner, because it actually really does help. You have to be aware, because people will try to troll you, and I just say don't play with the trolls, because you're really just wasting your time. They're just trying to do it to get a laugh out of you. So that's my fourth tip. If you see people doing a vent camping thing and you cannot get them, just walk away. Just go the other way, because they're just doing it to get a laugh out of you. They're probably most likely laughing at you behind the screen, because they know good and well you can't get them because they're in the vent. My fifth and final tip for being Beast is make sure you do those wall hits. Like, sometimes if you know that someone went under the vents or something, and they most likely might be near the wall, just go up to the wall, start hitting, because sometimes you can get decent hits out of those. You can go through the door and actually get the person and put them in the capsule. And this also applies with trolls. When people juke you out, sometimes they'll go crouch when you go through the window. So make sure you just hit when you go through the window, because sometimes people will crouch instead of running away, because it can juke you out and it can waste your hit, and you could get a broken. Now for my tips for my fellow survivors. I have way more of these because I actually love being survivor, so I picked up on a lot of tips and tricks that you can use. So my first tip is don't not save people, okay? Because guess what? If you don't save people and multiple times around, when it comes for your time to be saved, people are not going to want to save you, because they know good and well you will not save them. So you're not bringing help to anyone, really. You're just trying to benefit yourself. And I also say just like save people in general, because you can get extra credits and extra points and extra coins off of it. Like, for example, in this video, you guys might see it, but I saved multiple people and nobody came and saved me. Nobody came and saved me, so I didn't save them after this, and they got mad at me, and I was just like, well, you don't save anybody, you don't save me, you just save yourself, you don't do anything. So yeah, and they were just like, womp womp. So I'm just saying, like, if you are not going to save people, don't expect people to save you, because they're not going to save you. Because how do we know you're going to help us? The next one is to hack computers, because I get so annoyed when people just come up to me and they watch me hack computers and then they don't do anything. Okay, like, oh my gosh, because that's just how I know I'm not going to save you. Because if you're not helping us, if you're not doing anything for us, if you think you're getting a win out of our hard work, I'm not saving you, okay? Because why are you just standing here watching us hack the computer? People who purposely, like, hack the computer and then crouch or, like, mess it up, do not do that, because that... I know it was so funny, because I was playing one time and this girl purposely messed it up. She was like, LOL, mess it up. And then the beast got her and didn't get me. Wonder why? Because she was the one that messed up the computer. It wasn't me, because I was able to finish the computer. She was standing there typing the entire time, and then boom, she got hit. So don't purposely mess up the computers, because it's annoying for me, and the beast gets an easier hit at you, okay? Like, I'm just saying, you're giving the beast your location. That's literally what it's. Come on now. My next tip is to close the door on the beast's face. Because like I said before, like, people don't know the tip about closing the door behind you when you're beast, but a lot of beasts don't. They think that if they leave the door open, they have a way out. No, because if you can go out that door, you can close the door in their face and it slows them down. So make sure you try to close doors in the beast's face as much as you possibly can, because it really does help. My next tip is going to be use your double jump. It's there for a reason. You can jump to higher ground. You can double jump over the beast's head. It comes in handy. I also say watch a lot of tutorials for like beast things, because it really can help. Like, there's a glitch where you can go into the roof in one of the roofs in the homestead map if you double jump from the window. And it's so helpful, because you can literally disappear from the beast. Another one is like to crouch when you're opening up the exit, because when you crouch, the beast cannot see you from far away unless you're standing fully up, because your username will show. But if you're crouched, your username won't show, and they don't see you first, so it makes them like hesitate for a second. They're like, wait, if they're not here, they're not there, then where are they? And you can just escape. So make sure you crouch. It usually helps me. Sometimes the beasts already know that trick and they come up to the exit anyways and hit me, but a lot of beasts actually don't know that trick, so they walk away from you. My next tip is to, oh my gosh, I literally lost it. Oh my gosh. Is to not team. That goes for both, because teaming is so annoying, and then when it gets time, the beast is going to be targeting you. Honestly, the rest of the server is going to team up on you. So don't team, because we're literally going to gang up on you. Us survivors are literally getting up on you, because we hate teamers. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope you guys got some things. Happy birthday to your birthday. I'll see you next video. Bye.